Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Today with us we have Dr. Izhar. Dr. Izhar is a researcher who is doing his research in climate smart mining in Denmark. He is originally from Pakistan and a colleague of mine as well. Um Welcome, Izhar, and we're so glad to have you today. And you can start the presentation about today's topic, critical minerals and minerals for climate action. uh, ये बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग था हमारे लिए क्लाइमेट और मिनरल्स और जो आपकी रिसर्च है उसको उन दोनों चीजों को साथ में देखना है लाइक आई एम रियली लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू योर प्रेजेंटेशन
Thank you very much, Lala Rukh, and thanks for the participants. ये बहुत ही टाइमली और इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक है, मिनरल्स फॉर क्लाइमेट एक्शन। क्लाइमेट एक्शन की तो हर कोई बात करता है, मगर हम उस एक्शन को उठाएंगे कैसे, करेंगे कैसे, उसके लिए हमें मिनरल्स की ज़रूरत है। मिनरल्स की खुद जो है डुअल नेचर है, वो कंट्रीब्यूट करते हैं क्लाइमेट चेंज में और हेल्प भी करते हैं टू कॉम्बैट द क्लाइमेट। So again, today we have very interesting topic on minerals for climate action. As Lala Rukh just said, I am Izhar Mithal Jiskani, originally from Sindh, Pakistan, now working at Department of Sustainability and Planning, Aalborg University, Denmark. So our discussion will revolve around these topics of climate change. What are the challenges to the climate change? What is climate action? Green techs, energy transition minerals, their mining, and how was mining, the history of mining, and how is mining today, and what is call to action for us. You can see the last year was 0.15 degrees centigrade warmer than 2006, and the average surface temperature was around 15 degree, which was also 1.18% degree centigrade above the 20th century average. Since 1850, the 10 warmest years have occurred in the past decade, and it is predicted that the next year is likely to be among the 5 warmest years in the history. So this is the situation of climate change, and you can see the temporal graph showing the temperature changes over the years. So climate change is the problem. We all know that, but who caused it? We are the responsibles. We humans, our activities has caused climate change. It is actually a complex phenomena driven by human activities. So many activities, burning fossil fuels, deforestation, land use changes, and etc. So the combined effect of human activities has significantly increased the concentration of greenhouse gas emissions. So the natural balance is disturbed and it has caused global warming. How we have created climate problem? By burning fossil fuels, by deforestation and changes in land uses, our industrial processes, even agriculture and livestock also contributes to the climate change. Landfills and waste treatment is one of the causes of climate change, and these are all the human activities that we do. So, the Sustainable Development Goal 13 says climate action to take urgent action to combat climate change and its impact. To take this action, there is Paris Agreement to avoid the dangerous climate change by limiting global warming to below 2 degree and pursuing efforts to limit it even lesser, 1.5 degrees centigrade. So the concept of introducing Paris Agreement is beneficial for our audience that they can learn more about it and how the world is taking their effort to combat climate change. So for climate action, we need a just, fair, and equitable transition from our reliance on fossil fuels to using renewable energy sources. Renewable energy sources are green technologies. They are also known as clean technologies. Solar, wind, electric vehicles, hydrogen fuel cells, energy storage system, and efficient electricity networks. These are green technologies helpful in combating climate change. But the interesting thing is the green technologies are reliant on the minerals. There are a lot of minerals required to manufacture green energy technologies. And for that, World Bank has projected that the demand for certain minerals will rise up to 600%. You can see from the graph that the current production in 2017 compared to the 2050 demand to meet the climate action. So lithium, cobalt, graphite, indium, and other minerals. We are going to use these minerals, and so there will be huge demand to supply these minerals. This slide shows several minerals used in different green technologies. You can see copper has role in almost everything, and their priority is high, moderate, and low. So these are some energy transition minerals crucial for green and clean energy technologies. So just for our understanding that the conventional car has less minerals as compared to the electric cars. So if we are going to opt for the electric car, it means the electric car has a lot of minerals like copper, lithium, nickel, manganese, cobalt, graphite, zinc, rare earth, and others. So how? Because the way electric vehicles work is quite different from the conventional vehicles. So the the battery systems and the charging infrastructure, these are all things where we can use minerals, where we require minerals. So we know that minerals are essential, but where will all the minerals come from? So these minerals will come from resource rich developing countries that have enormous mineral deposits. India, Mongolia, Indonesia, China, Madagascar, and other countries have huge critical mineral resources, and they can help us to transform and diversify our economy to the sustainable way. There are two ways to obtain these minerals. One is mining, and the other one is recycling. Mining is either traditional, on the surface or underground, and the other way of mining is deep sea mining, extracting from the oceans. Urban mining, we can recover our e-waste such as old batteries, electronics, and other devices to get some minerals that we already mined and used in different things. Now we can recycle. And end of life recycling is also a way to get some minerals. But I want to clear that the demand is quite high, so we cannot fulfill the rising demand of minerals from the recycling only. We need to mine more minerals. So there is a simple truth, there will be no green transition without mining. But the problem is mining itself has a relationship with climate change because of emissions from mining, land disturbance, and pollution. So we need to understand the complex relationship between climate change and mining. Mining provides us materials to combat climate change by manufacturing clean energy technologies, but the extraction of those minerals also contribute to the climate change. It is estimated that the 11% of global energy use is for mining industry. So mining is also high consumer of the electricity. And mines are located in the remote areas where we have to rely on mostly on fossil powered generation. So this is the story of mining. Mining is believed to be dangerous due to threat to health, safety, and well-being of workers. It is labor intensive in developing countries. It is dirty. It has long history of pollution and environmental impact. So the dirty picture of mining. Mining causes deforestation. If our mineral is lying inside the forest, we have to cut the forest to get that mineral. and it will lead to habitat destruction and the loss of biodiversity. Pollution is the big impact of from the open pit or on the surface mines, greenhouse gas emissions. There are also some social impacts that we need to think about. The forced displacement. Sometimes community is not always willing to relocate or allow the companies to extract the minerals from their indigenous land. But due to the policies and the need for the minerals, there is forced displacement. And there is also disruption and hardship for the affected families. For example, if a mining is located in an area where agriculture or fishing is the primary source of income, it can disrupt those activities and make it difficult for local communities to earn a living. Influx of new workers in the mining region, because the residents are already relied on the agriculture and fishing, so they may not get jobs right away. They need some skill development. So there are a lot of social issues. Within the mines, occupational health and safety is big concern, and disruption to mining communities, polluting their water, their land, everything is also a big challenge. Another important issue is the corruption in the mining, because minerals are wealth, and where there is wealth, there is possibility of corruption because of poor governance. Conflicts over resources, their use, their royalties is also an important issue that needs to be addressed. So on one side, mining has capacity to help us fight against climate change, but there are so many challenges of conducting mining responsibly. But the good news is cleaning is in progress. Mining has changed a lot from the old days to the nowadays. So there is shift in concept beyond extraction. Earlier, mining was the process of extracting valuable minerals from earth, but now mining is more than it. It means mining is the process of safely, smartly, and sustainability getting valuable minerals from the earth. So this is the today's definition of mining. A responsible approach to mining, coupled with a strong regulatory oversight, can lead to a range of positive impacts like economic benefits and social benefits. So, the modern mining has changed from dangerous and risky to safe, labor intensive and manual to intelligent, and dirty to green and climate smart. My research is also around these topics of green and climate smart mining. So there is a call to action. What we have to do, we have to educate ourselves. We need collaboration among all the stakeholders, government, industry, communities. We need continued research and innovation to develop more efficient mining technologies. Public awareness and support for sustainable mining practices is essential part. Our responsibility, the responsibility for the people who are living in mine mineral rich areas, they need to be aware. Mining is a topic that we do not talk about generally, or this is like unexplored topic among the society and the public. So public awareness is key to do mining in more sustainable way, because they will ask the government, they will demand from the companies to take their concern in the mining operations, and what will happen after the mine is closed, what will be the shape and the landscape of the region after mining is closed. So there are a lot of concerns, social, economic hardship. So public awareness is key to achieve sustainable mining. As I told before, we have to educate ourselves. We need to advocate for change. And in our general daily life, we need to use resources very responsibly. We have to make smart choices. We need some choices over transportation. Our government and the authorities should enhance and improve the public transportation infrastructure. We can do carpooling. Bike and walking should be preference when our work is near to our house. and reduce, reuse, recycling approach to minimize waste is essential for the climate action. So we need to think green to save our mother planet Earth. We have to act individually and collectively to combat the climate change. And I would request everybody, if you can, please plant a tree because change starts with every action, whether it is big or small. Thank you very much. It was overview of our topic. Now we will have more discussion on it. Thank you very much.